Namaste everyone. If you're not calling your leads within 60 seconds, you're losing around 391% of more sales. And that's not my opinion. That's the data from Velocify study that is being referenced by Harvard Business Review. But here's the problem. Unless you're glued to your phone 24/7, you can't physically respond that fast. Most businesses lose thousands of dollars every month because of this. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm building a complete AI voice agent system that does this automatically. It integrates to your calendar, calls your leads within seconds when they don't book a call with you, and closes the call for you. Zero human intervention needed. And I'm currently using this exact system in my agency, and you are going to watch me build it from scratch. So let's go. Before moving ahead with the build, I would just like to show you how this system works. So I'll be just filling out this information and skipping the part. So right now I have filled in some random details. The email isn't right, and I have just hit my phone number because this is the actual phone number that I am having right now. And I'll just click submit. And after I click submit, you'll be seeing that I'll be redirected to a cal.com booking link, but I won't be booking this one to see if my email, like this voice AI system works. So this voice AI system works when you don't book a call with me, and based on that it executes and checks. So as here you can see I'm getting a call because I didn't book a meeting ahead after filling out the form, yet I gave my number, and I'll just click here.
Hey, this is Rachel speaking from Apex AI. Am I speaking to John?
Yeah, it's John.
Because I saw you just submitted a form on our website about providing AI literacy training for your organization. I noticed you didn't get a chance to book a time on the calendar page, so I wanted to help you get that scheduled while it's still fresh. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. Since you're looking into AI literacy training, that brief call is the best way for us to learn about your team's specific training needs and learning objectives. I have our team's calendar open right now, and I've got Monday morning at 10 a.m. or Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. available this week. Does either of those times work for you?
Yeah, Tuesday morning 10 a.m. works fine for me.
Perfect.
No, that's all. Thank you.
Awesome. You're all set for Tuesday at 10 a.m. Thanks so much, Dawn. Looking forward to it. Have a great day.
So, yeah, that was the voice agent, and in here I'll be getting the booking confirmation. You can see here. So yeah, that's how the agent works. And now I'll be showing you how you can build this. And also I'll be leaving the link in the description below, so you can use it in your own business. So the first part, the one which is able to fetch and gather around the information for like to send through the email also, I have shown this in one of my last builds, and so I won't be repeating this information again, but I'll be going through the changes that I have made, so that I've also included the email follow-up and also the call follow-up system in the same itself. So right now, the one of the thing that I've added is like email first name extractor. Like I've just given out an LLM saying that I just need to extract the first name so that it sounds much more natural in the call if you're just calling them by their first name after you have introduced yourself once. But you can also just use a code node. I'll just replace this with a code node so that you can just extract the first name from here. And yeah, the next thing, so all these things just remain the same as in my earlier build, this one, and also the email follow-up system. The only system that I have created this time is the call system. Like I'm placing the call this time. And here we'll just merge here we'll checking the condition and the condition remains the same as of my earlier build. But again, now that I have added a if node, and if you add an if node, you just need to set up an if node. And by this, here just you have to check like from the website form, are you able to get the phone number? Because on my website form, I've not made it as mandatory to give out your phone number, but if it exists, then it's well and good. Then it will just go ahead with this and just call our prospect. And if not, then it will just go down the line and email them saying that we are just following up with the recent form that you filled on our website and you are not able to get a booking, and we'll just send them a calendar link as well. And just I'll be starting from here. So on this one, you just have to get down to the HTTP request for the website form, and you just have to go down and you have to just check, you have to just grab it just to check if the phone number exists or not. And if it exists, then we'll be just be moving forward. And here I have just added a code node, where in the code node we are just fetching the today's date plus 4 days extra. That is going to be a start date and end date. And the next is we are just going to extract the time zone so that we are able to accurately book meetings with them according to our availability. And thus here again, I'm just using a time for code node to get the time zone based on the number. As you can see, it's like phone number in India, it's +91. And based on that, you will be able to like get the time zone, like which time zone it is. And you can even use an API for it. And next, we are just using an API called an HTTPS request to cal.com. And you just need to get the HTTP request node here. And you just have to follow the settings that I have given. And in this setting, we are just giving the start date, the end date, the event type ID. And for the event type ID, you just need to go to your calendar. And in the calendar, you just need to go to your event types. And in the event types, if you just go here, this is your event ID. You just need to copy that and you just need to paste it up here. And in the time zone, again, as we are going to fetch the time zone from a code node, or you can even use API. I'm just using that here as a variable. So based on the time zone, and the time zone, it will be all be formatted and well. So I'll just give out one of my executions. I'll just copy to the editor so that we are able to see the data. So in here, according to the time zone, we are just fetching the available time and date accordingly available according to our prospect's time zone. And thus we would be suggesting the same time on our call. And here is just the formatted one, like we are just getting the available times here as a list. What are the different dates with times available for 4 days almost. And then we are just using a LLM to get the best timing according to the time zone. And we are just giving it the available JSON, the availability JSON array to make sense of it. And yeah, and we, on basis of that, it will be giving out the most sensible timing to book for them, like working time and considering the weekdays and all stuff. And thus we are just passing that data to a merge node. And the merge node, I'm just getting the first name, where here, even here, we could have used the code node to fetch the first name. And next, this node, at this node, this is an HTTP request again, and we are calling an API for vapi.com, where we are using a vapi header, like header auth. And you just need to head over to vapi. Your API keys will be listed here. You just need to copy this private API key and just need to edit here. You just need to type in authorization and paste in your API key here, and you'll be good to go. And for the request, you just need to send the body in the JSON format. And here, as you can see, we are just using the assistant ID and the phone number ID, and also the number just on which we have to call. And I'll be showing you later on how you have to configure your voice AI agent. And apart from that, I'm also sending out these variable values, where variable values are name, service type that they have opted for, what is the best preferred time, what's the email address, what's their first name, like, and what's the time zone that they belong from. For the assistant ID, you just need to head over to vapi, and you just need to go to your assistant. And if you see here, here's your assistant ID. And for the phone number ID, you just need to head to your phone numbers. And this is my Twilio phone number. And you just need to go here. And here is your phone number ID that you will be placing the call from. And yeah, that was all it was just a fairly simple build. Apart from this, all the system I have shown in one of my last build, you can just watch the video up ahead. And there are different parts to it. I've also just added the check calendar email extension, where it will be also checking the calendar for the available different slots. Suppose the client, or suppose that our prospect suggests that that time doesn't work well from them. And yeah, this is a similar build I have shown in one of my last videos. You can just check that. There is no need to repeat the information again and again. And so here's something different this time. If you just see here, and there's one more build. This is just for the confirmation of the booking. I'll be just be copying this, the confirmation that we did earlier. So first we just need to add a webhook. Okay. And we'll just be adding a webhook. Then we'll be just be adding the edit field. It's just a set field. And in the webhook, we'll be just giving out this webhook for the booking confirmation to our WAPI AI agent. And for the edit field, we just be fetching the booking time, like what's the booking time, and it is going to be a string. And we're just going to place it up here. If you just take the booking time, you just place it up here. That's all you just need to do, so that the LLM is going to change that into the UTS format. And here's a prompt again, which will be converting the booking time into a UTS format. And here we have included the current date and time and callers requested date and time. And also you can include the time zone. I have included the time zone here as well. And next we'll be just be having an HTTPS request, where HTTP request, wherein just we are going to post API and bookings. And again, similar header auth, you just need to get your API key. You just need to set it once and you will be able to select from here, from the list down. And here you just need to send these JSON parameters. Also, you need to send the header parameters. Do remember for that for sure. And up here, I'll be showing you, this is going to be the start date, which the AI, one of our AI agent will be able to convert this into the standard UTS format. And we are going to use the same. And for the information, we will be getting this from the webhook, like the name, email, and time zone. Accordingly, we'll be booking the meeting for us. And thus, yeah, that's all. And if it's success, like JSON status is equal to success, then you just need to go here. And if it's not, then you just need to go here. You can just type in a message saying that it failed, but yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. We can just remove this actually. Yeah, we'll delete this one, and yeah, we'll save this one. So now I'll be showing you how you need to set up your assistant and how you need to configure your tools. One of the things you just need to remember is whatever variable names that you are sending up ahead here, you just need to make sure that you are mentioning the same in your agent prompt as well, because even if there is a change of wording, then it won't be able to fetch the right data, because it saves the data as we send it in the request itself. And in here's the system prompt, and this is the system prompt I'll be just giving you out. And you just need to make sure one thing, that you are mentioning your variables correctly and using them. As in the intro section, I have used this. So yeah, like you can see, I have just mentioned it. Hey, this is Rachel speaking from Apex AI. Am I speaking to full name, which is a variable which we'll be getting from our request that we'll be sending to our agent. And the next, I'll be just giving out the system prompt, and you can just configure on the same. And if you have any doubts, you can just let me know in the comments below. The next important thing would be the tools. And in the tools, I'll just go through the booking appointment first. And in the booking appointment, you just need to add your request URL. Like the request URL is the webhook here, production URL ID. You just need to copy this. And once you have copied this one, you just need to paste it up here. it will be the same. And the next thing is the properties. And whenever you're just giving out the properties, just make sure that you are, again, if you are using a variable that was already fetched by the agent from the request made by the end workflow, then you are using the same name up here. Apart from it, you just need to set these variables. This is when the user wants to book, for example, tomorrow at 2 p.m. today, at all this sort of stuff. And the prospect's name of the prospect from whom we are booking the meeting for, and the prospect's email and email ID of the prospect. And you can also match this from the request that you have sent earlier, like the email address and the full name or the first name. But here, once like the name and the email works fine, and also the booking time, because it is again going to be used in the conversation. But the time zone thing that you are getting up, just make sure that you are using the same variable name every time. And the next thing is the check availability, as I have shown you here in the build. And I'm repeating again, I have built this earlier in one of my videos earlier. You can just go above and watch that. And again, we'll just go to the check availability. We'll just continue with the unsaved changes. And yeah, in the check availability, we are just asking the booking time, like is that the time that the prospect is asking available, and the time zone. So again, I'm using the same variable and making no mistake in that, because if you change the variable name, then you won't be able to get the data dynamically. So remember, speed to lead isn't optional anymore. The timing window is the difference between closing more sales versus watching leads disappear. And if you want this system built for your specific business, or you need custom AI automations for your business, like lead qualifications, booking systems, or follow-ups, link to work with my agency is in the description below. And I also have put all the resources that I have shown in the video. I'll be just putting it in the description link in the below. Grab it in the description. It will save you an hour of rewinding again. Now this voice agent is powerful, but if you are getting low quality leads in the first place, it won't matter. That's why you need to watch this video next, in which I built an AI lead qualification system that filters out tire kickers before they even get to your calendar. Click here and I'll see you there. Namaste.